Hiya! Welcome back. I don't even know how to express this, so let me just show you. What? In case you don't know what this is the biggest art collaboration on YouTube. 50 artists from all over the world are working on this one single book. And now it's here. Let's see what we can make of it. Let me tell you what's going on. Because Aussie Crafter came up with this amazing idea to send this book all over the world to 50 different artists, making this the biggest art collaboration on YouTube. So many great works are in here already. It's so cool to have this in my hands. So today I'm doing 2 prompts as well. The person before me was supposed to pick the prompt, but there's been a little bit of rearranging in the whole order. So it wasn't Priscilla who sent me the book, but the one who actually picked my prompt is Chantel Arts. And my first prompt is create a duo. Now this is an easy one. Let me go do that right away. Done. That is the best duo I will ever create in my life. I'll make another duo for the video. We start with a sketch. I always really enjoy the sight of 2 butterflies flying around. Do you know how they sort of swirl around each other? I love that, so I thought that might be a fun duo to make. I am making 2 butterflies. Although I'm only sketching half of a butterfly because I will fold it down the center and then cut it out, so I end up with the whole one. This butterfly I will use as sort of a stencil to trace it on other paper. Cut out a bunch more and I'll end up with 5 very similar butterflies. Next, I want to color them in with alcohol markers, and this is the set that I have. So it's quite limiting, but I think we can still find a couple of nice combinations. These are the combos that I found. I'm not going to chuck the colors right onto the butterflies. I want to see how they blend first and if I like the combination on paper as well. This is me trying all the combinations I picked out, and yes, I scrapped some of them and I am very sure about the blue one. I really want to do that because you know the blue butterfly? I love that one, so I want to do that one for sure. Next thing I'm testing is, do I want to use a single piece of paper or a double piece of paper? And am I going to put paper underneath of that or plastic? I'm really curious on how this gives a different result, so I think it's a fun way to test it out. And I think it's gonna make a puddle of ink, right, on the plastic? Yeah, there's the puddle. So I'm trying a couple more with more paper layers, basically. Let's see how they are different and pick one. So which one of these would be your favorite? Which one would you have picked? I think it might look slightly different on camera, but my favorite was the double layer of paper on top of plastic. So that's the one I'm doing. Luckily, the wings are already folded in half, so I can just use that as 2 layers of paper and start coloring in on top of the plastic. Also, a good thing in this case, it does bleed through the paper, but that just means that you have like a very clear guideline on where to color in on the other side. So it's not completely different on the other side. So in this case, very handy. I'm quite happy about how this is turning out, so I did the same thing for the pepper, the yellow and red, pink, and off camera I even did a green. Then I'm drawing in all the lines of the wings and I'm doing all 5 of them slightly different. Adding these white little dots and bits and bobs everywhere really made it pop. So I did that on all 5 of them. And then I stopped, because it was time to move my studio. I actually built a whole new studio. If you want to see that, go check out the last 2 videos. So after a few months of hard work, I had to come back to this project and see, what did I do? What am I doing? What's going on? So I'm just refamiliarizing myself with this whole project. We have the butterflies, and I already had this as an idea for the background, but I'm not sold on it. I don't like it. Well, this wasn't my real attempt, but just to see what the colors do. Also, like on what paper I'm supposed to do it, because I did this one on colored paper. So this is what I did before I moved. So now I got, you know, fresh brain. I'm going over it again. And now I came up with this, which obviously a whole improvement on my skills, as you can see. So I need a simple way to do the background to not steal the show, but look decent. And then I thought about this guy. Remember that? And with him, these. They have a simple background, which I do actually like. So what if I try and do this and then have the center bit be yellow and then go outwards to green? Now, the question is, do I do that on green paper? I think this is too dark either way, so I think we lose this one. So, do I do this on green paper or do I do this on yellow paper? So I might have to test both and see which one works best. So let's do that. Let's try some stuff out and see if this is the thing we want to do. I'm gonna get some paints out to try and make something of this. You guys can just be inspiration over there. Paints! As we expected, the background went all wobbly, all like, this one's still a little bit wobbly, but it went like crazy. So I put it under this big pile, you can't even see the pile, big pile of paper, and another one to make it flat. So let's remove that and see if it worked. Ta-ta-ta-ta! Pile of paper. So these are them, you can't tell yet. Obviously, I already looked at them because I waited for them to dry and then I put the papers on top. I think I do have a slight favorite. Which one is your favorite? Vote in the comments. The top one, that was made on the yellow page, or the bottom one, that was made on the green page. Which one do you prefer? I'll wait. I think I'd prefer this one. But I also want to put some text on the left side of the page. And I don't know if these white stripes here will be too busy. So, but I think I prefer this one, but this might be nicer with text on top. So we'll see. The next thing we have to do, oh yeah, so they did go flat. I think flat enough to put in the book. And they're still quite thin. They're thinner than some of the pages that were in there already. Like some people have done watercolor, right? So that's thick paper. This is still way thinner than that. So it gives me a little bit of space for the next prompt. Just wait and see. We need to choose which of these lovely butterflies are gonna make it in the actual book. So to start with, my original idea was the blue butterfly. I just love this color, and I love the fact that this is basically a real butterfly. This looks like a real butterfly as well, to be fair, like one I've seen. And the others feel sort of made up. Maybe they exist, I don't know. But I think the orange and yellow is a bit too much like the background bit, although I see it now and it's like, it is pretty. So I wanted to do it like that. I like the pink though, it pops. Green one will disappear. That was more, I made the green one because I thought it might be fun to make like stickers out of them, which I have not done. So a sheet of stickers with all 5 colors, but yeah, they're not in existence yet. If you want that, let me know. I might try and do that, but I don't know yet. So yeah, this is the big choice. I don't know, I want to do pink because I love pink and blue together. But once I put this down, it's like, it makes sense. I don't know why. I think I like it a little bit better, so maybe I should go with that. Should I do purple? I haven't even tested it with purple. Should I do these two? I have 4 out of 5 options. This is ridiculous. So these are nice together. These are nice together. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Let me know in the comments which one you would have picked, because at this point I'm not sure. So let me know. We now have our possible color combinations. Okay, this is gonna take a while. I need to pick. Hold on. I am cutting the paper to size. That means I'm losing a little bit of painted area. And I have to get used to the new, layout. And I'm also adding some text on the side because I thought that might look nice. This is what we have. And this is what we need. Some spice. I wrote down a little quote. I thought it would be nice. Time to stick the butterflies in. I did make a choice. This is gonna be it. It's the other background than I thought it would be. I cut this piece of paper so I can center it like on the single page. I think that's good. I'm gonna stick it in. Wait. Oh gosh. And the fun part of this is they'll still be able to, flap their wings. That's it. I'm gonna cut it in half before I start cutting it up. This is the result. I think this worked. And I thought it might be fun to take the background I'm not using and a butterfly I'm not using and make myself a little piece that can go in the background as a reminder of this collaboration, because I think that would be very fun. I made a whole bunch of mess, so I need to clear this up because my next prompt is completely different. And I'm gonna need you, buddy. So let me just clear everything up and start the new mess. And I need a microphone. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff ready. For the next prompt, I chose to create a quilt. Have I ever done that? No, I've not. I've never made a quilt. And you're thinking, you can just, you know, color in the boxes and you're fine. I know, but that's what many people would have done, probably. I'm actually gonna use some fabric. Now, I did buy this little thing. It was a bit of an impulse buy because I don't know if I'll need it. But the squares are about this size, so that's handy. And it's nice to have it sort of uniform and nice and, you know, it's a little bit sparkly. Oh, there's more. Okay, there's more different ones. Okay, well, we'll look at them a little later on. Because I do make some stuff with fabric sometimes, and as someone who can't throw away anything, I have a box of scraps. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm looking for something that's thinner, because if I want to sew it into the book, it's going to be double. That's too much bulkiness. So, thin fabric. Let's go through this, get some ideas. So this I used for my brother's wedding. I had a dress this color, and I made a bow tie for Gerben to go with my dress. I used this on this piece. So that's some leftover. I made my friend's kid a little playhouse. You know, how to explain it? Imagine a dinner table, and then imagine a tablecloth on top of it, but it has a top and 4 sides. And then I put a little door in that, so you can go under the table. That would be this tent. And I used this fabric as little curtains. I thought that was very cute. So I can go in there. So all these fabrics, I made something with that, right? So like this is the first attempt of Zoe's bed, remember? I mean, there might be people here for the first time and they don't remember, and that's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, this is the second bed, because she basically ate the first bed. She's still using that, actually. Still going strong, so that was a good upgrade. I made a skirt out of this like a million years ago. Didn't do it on video though, so that's just the me memory. I'm gonna play around with this for a little bit and see if I just get some ideas. I'm gonna have a think, so bear with me. Give me a moment, I'll come back to you with an idea. I have a plan-ish. Roughly this, with these colors, because I wanted to make like a rainbow, or I wanted to make some cohesive, but it's all scraps, right? I thought making a quilt, especially if you're using scraps, it can be like bold and colorful and it doesn't matter. I mean, the fact to me that multiple of these things actually hold memories for me, I think that is more special than it being cohesive. So, 2 pages. This will be the book. What if I use these as templates for these? That is 1. I've got some squares. At least it's not a lot of fabric that will go to waste if it doesn't work out. We have a sewing machine. Okay, what I didn't think about is a couple things. Surprisingly, it's going to look a little bit funky. It's not going to be all fabric. What will happen to these edges? Like these get sewn, so they look nice. These won't be sewn. So what do I do? Also, I got my ironing thing out, but I don't even know if I can iron fabric like this. Will it not just melt? I don't know. Should I even iron? The whole quilting community shouting at me to iron, probably. If you're from the quilting community or sewing community, comment down below what your thoughts are on ironing. But I'm still considering not ironing. But I have to, right? I'm gonna do this first, and then we'll see. Did any of the other artists in the book had to iron their work? Maybe actually, because I heard sometimes when your paper goes wrinkly, you can iron it. So maybe they actually have. This is sewn on the edge. Look, there's like nothing left to iron on, basically. Don't tell the quilting community. We're gonna add this one. Because if I, then this will disappear, right? Because that will be a seam. What I should have done for the corners, I think, is what I did now was just a square piece, right? I should have notched this, I think. Because then the yellow, so this is the music notes, right? So then this would be a seam where the yellow would start. This would be the seam where the blue would start. And this would be the seam where the red would start. That way, the seams would actually line up. The question is, am I gonna start over or not? New plan is bigger squares, different shape for some of them, and hoping for the best with the edges. Plan. So I made all these squares again, but bigger. The exceptions are, well, is this square came this size, so that one's too small. I found my tablecloth. I made this from just a piece of fabric, so I thought I could cut a little square from that. So I did with this one. And then I thought I also have just plain cotton. The story behind this is this tablecloth is too small for my current table. So I'm thinking I want to take this fabric and paint on it. So it will be a sort of homemade version of that and then big enough for the table. So I thought I could just try that out by creating this little square. It looks a little bit like that with like the colors, because that one's a little bit dark and like moody. So I think I might have cut my tablecloth for nothing. But I do know that I'm not going to use it anymore. Let me stick everything back together again and I'll get back to you with probably the next problem. I put them together and somehow they didn't fit the paper, so I kept cutting and cutting and cutting until they fit. So now they do. So yeah, oh, and I did So these are the official papers that I'm gonna stick everything to. I only have one American size paper because, interestingly enough, like normal A4 paper, I say normal, for me normal, is not wide enough here, you see? It's slightly smaller than the book, so I would have an edge. And I'm gonna stick this to the page. However, I thought, why use glue if you have a sewing machine? But before I start sewing and sticking stuff into the book, I need to fill the empty spaces first. So I'm tracing the squares so I know roughly where to color in. It's a new day. I'm trying to be like good with the continuity with the same jumper, but I do have some extra stains on it. I mean, I'm a mum of 2 little boys, so stains is gonna happen, okay? Okay, I don't remember what I was filming last, but I have this here, so I'm just gonna finish this off. Maybe this is already enough. Let's check. And I hope I didn't go underneath on the left. Only a little. I think that's okay. That could be a fabric. Maybe slightly weird fabric, but that's fine. So that's done. I might leave the pink as is. I think this is quite a fun page. To fill the last 2 squares, I just start doodling to see if I can find some sort of pattern that I like to put in there. And I land on the green one with the cute little flowers. I just thought of something because it's supposed to look like fabric. I'm thinking, I don't know how thin I can go with these, but what if I make like one little thread poke out? See if anyone going through the book will go like, oh, there's like a thread. That would be so funny. Okay, I'm gonna try. It's like, it's a fake thread. That's so funny. Like a mistake, but on purpose. Is that cute? That's kind of cute. I would make something with that fabric. I don't know what. Something small. Okay, that means I only have one more to go. So this is now what we have, which looks fun. And then I might be able to do something with pink here, but I also want to add the prompt. Let's hope this goes well. So now it's actually stuck to the paper. Maybe I'll do one more squiggle around it, the whole thing. Is that better? It just looks like fun, right? It's just fun. What do you think? Do you like it? I think it's finished. So let's clear everything up and go stick it in a book. Guys, look at how chunky this book is getting, and I'm only number 20. This is compared to my Create This book. And with that, my part of this collaboration is done. I am so excited to tell you who the next artist will be. This book is traveling to Germany, all the way to Aquarine. She is so fun and she does amazing projects on her channel. So I can't wait to see what she does with the book. What? Where?
Thank you so much, Suzy, for sending me the book willingly. It is now with me in Germany. And subscribe to Suzy, give this video a like, and we'll see each other soon. Bye.